And hello.
Hello.
In good tradition, I should now say, and we're live.
And we're live. And this week, Yvonne Lagarde won the contest.
Congrats,
so she was the first one.
Congrats, Yvonne. And with us, joined us here is Alex del Olmo. He's calling us from Spain.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah.
Alex.
So not so far from you guys, but very far from us.
Yeah.
But he is a very regular guest here, not only here, but in Indonesia. He
Yeah.
loves Indonesia,
Yeah.
especially underwater.
For sure.
And he's going to share that with you guys.
Yes. Before we get to that, though, good morning, everyone, and good evening to the Canadians. And Vim has another. Oh, maybe Alex can help with this. How's your Bahasa, Alex?
Well, definitely for sure it's not as good as yours. I'm still dealing with it. So
Okay.
I've been in Indonesia for almost 4 years now, and I didn't had much time to learn Bahasa. So actually, and thanks to COVID, I could have some lessons of Bahasa, 10 hours in 3 years, because otherwise I was always on board and the crew that we have on the liveaboard they're working. They speak quite a nice, good English, so I didn't have too much time anyway.
Yeah.
So my Bahasa definitely is not great. I would say, yeah, of course. I mean, I can understand some Bahasa, of course, and I can speak some Bahasa as well, but definitely is not as good as it should be. I'm a little bit ashamed to recognize that, because it's something that no, it's true. I always said that if you are living and working in a place, you should learn the language, and definitely is something that I still have to improve it. Yeah, but I will.
Yeah.
Definitely, I will.
My advice is to learn Indonesian and not the local slang, because that makes life really complicated.
Well, that this is a little bit late for me. Because when you are working with 16 men on a liveaboard, the first thing that you learn for sure is the slang.
I lost my suitcase a couple of years ago flying from Sydney to Bali. And so I'm standing at the help desk at Bali, and I was automatically just speaking Manadonese to people. And they were like, huh?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
What's this boule saying? But very quickly, Wim has his weekly Bahasa challenge for us.
Yeah, actually, it is a challenge this time, because I am not 100% sure if he made a typo here.
Okay.
Because he says his chest saat kami datang is while we are, or maybe he is out of breath.
Oh.
Okay.
Coming over, and then he says Desiree always have one, probably a chest, I think. And it's also the name of his holiday, the holiday house from their parents.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. It's a puzzle this time.
It's a little cryptic, but anyway. For your information, Alex, Wim is one of those guests who made a booking just before COVID.
Oh.
And, since it didn't work out, obviously.
Okay.
And,
we have never met him.
We haven't met yet.
And he has joined all 81 streams.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And so does most of the Yvonnes. We have a lot of Yvonnes.
Okay, so it's a kind of long distance relationship now, right?
It
Yes,
is, yeah.
actually it is. Yeah.
Okay.
And Philip says, "Good morning, Alex. Nice to meet you."
Good morning, Philip. Nice to meet you too.
Hi, Ernst.
They're in Vancouver.
All
And
right.
okay, so
And Albert and Sonia.
okay, so Wim translated in Dutch, which doesn't help you, Alex. But he says,
Really? Well, I can answer in Catalan anyway.
That is, Wim, this is an expression, you can't translate that in Indonesian.
Well,
it says you have a wet breast. I mean,
chest.
Chest, right?
Yeah, a wet chest.
Dada is also, yeah.
Google Translate. Basically, he's saying, prepare yourself when we're coming, because Desiree always has something. I don't know what that implies, because that was also the name of her parents' vacation home.
What was the name of her parents' vacation home?
Either prepare that we're coming, or Desiree has something. I don't know.
We're,
Anyway.
we're puzzled with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. It's a mooi verhaal. It's a very nice story.
Okay.
Anyway,
Selamat pagi, Axel.
hello everyone.
Hi, Anne.
Um,
And Reino is our captain, and he's also online.
yes,
Okay.
and he's watching us as well.
Yeah.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
can you, because for those people who haven't met you yet, I mean, we
Yeah.
had the pleasure of meeting you in Manado a couple of times.
Uh-huh.
Can you just give yourself a quick introduction to those who are watching?
Okay, so I would say my name is Alex Olmo, and actually I'm in Spain, but I work and live in Indonesia for the past 4 years, no, 3 years and a half. I work on a liveaboard, which is Seven Seas, which is fairly well known around Indonesia. It's one of the oldest ones around. And before that, my life was a little bit different than now. I was a PhD professor teaching cinema at the university in Barcelona. And I was 38 when I decided to have a break and do what I love the most, which is diving and filming. So I started to do a 1-year trip all around in the Pacific, just filming and diving. And that's how I met you guys and how I went to Lembe and Manado, just filming and diving. And afterwards, I came also on the Seven Seas as a guest. And, I ended up, I don't really know how come, as a cruise director. So I quit my job at the university, and now I'm full-time cruise director on the Seven Seas.
Yeah, that is what diving does to you. Huh? You give up anything.
Yes.
For it. Yeah.
Yes, it gets under your skin and in your heart, and you cannot stop it.
Yeah.
So
True,
now I'm
true,
full-time on the water. Well, not in this kind of uncanny situation with the COVID, but on a regular basis when everything is normal, I spend a lot of time in the water. Happily.
Yeah. So what were you a professor in? What were you teaching?
So I was teaching. So in the cinema grade, okay, I had several subjects. Probably the main one was what we call camera techniques, okay, which is everything related to how to work with the camera, how to set up the camera, how to know how to tell a story, okay, with a camera, right? So that implies editing, and that implies also narrativity, and also that implies to know how to shoot with a camera. That was one of the main subjects. The other one for a while was documentary as well, because before teaching at the university, I was as well working for big companies in Spain, shooting documentary. And the last one was basically editing. So how to put the images together to explain a story. Yeah, and I did that. I started when I was 26, fairly young, and I quit when I was 38. And now I'm 43.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to do what you love.
Definitely. I found myself in this kind of situation that I love to teach, and I will do it any given day. It's all the things around the teaching, that sometimes the politics and all this kind of stuff that I didn't enjoy that much. But I found myself 38 years old, and even if I was kind of happy with my life, it was not fulfilled. And I wanted to go diving and diving and diving and diving and diving and filming. And that's when I took my sabbatical. And I never went back. No.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks for that. And with that out of the way, what do you think? We shall take a look at the first video you submitted for us.
Yeah, sure.
Where did you shoot this? And it's fine if we talk over it. So let me just
it's totally fine, for sure, no worries. Yeah, this one, the first one, I shoot it in Lembe when Anita and Keys were in the dive resort. Really lovely couple. I had a wonderful time with them. Actually, I miss them a lot.
Are they know online now? Do they know you are online now?
I don't know because I didn't have almost any time to do anything on my Facebook, so probably not.
We will tell them later,
Yeah.
so they
Okay,
can
okay,
do the rerun.
okay.
Sure. Well, let's take a look at your first video
All right.
shot in the Lembe Straits.
Iciar and Julia, those are my nieces.
Ah, uh,
Alex, what I
Yep.
definitely like about your videos that everything is so slow, really taking the time. I mean,
Yeah.
like now with all this internet and social media, everything has to be fast, fast, fast. But this is just the tranquility and the speed of how we experience on the water. I love that.
Thank you. Actually, the music is very important to me. I mean, until I don't have the music, I don't start to do the editing. And always I have to find the right music with the right pace for the right place that I've been shooting. And I'm very picky. I'm very picky. Yeah.
You should be.
Some-
You should be.
And sometimes it could take me months until I don't get the right music for the right project. Yeah, actually nowadays it's a kind of a nightmare. So the last project that I've been working, I had a composer that just did the music that I wanted, how I wanted. Actually, this saves me a lot of time because otherwise it's a kind of a never-ending task that it consumes me a lot of time.
it just looks fantastic.
Thank you very much. This one actually was selected for a couple of international film festivals, didn't win. Because I think I submitted like 2 or 3, and the other ones won the film festival. But I'm very happy with this one. Actually, I like it.
Philip is very impressed.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you very much.
And always is very.
Thank you, Albert. Really appreciate it. It's a lot of work behind it and a lot of hours. Usually, for every short movie, at least it's 30, 35 hours on the recordings. And this is just for filming. Then editing and color correction, it takes also a lot of time.
Super.
Yeah, it He just looked like he had something stuck in his neck.
Well, this Embassy Dragon, actually, I'm really, really proud with this short clip because it took me several attempts in different places in the world to have a nice shot of a Embassy Dragon. And actually here in Lembe with you guys was the first time. And actually I'm really happy because I was shooting with manual focus. I don't shoot in autofocus, which is very difficult for a really tiny thing. And I was without tripod or anything. So it was very difficult, very difficult, very difficult. But
Wow, that was pretty amazing.
thank you.
There's a couple of people that you're welcome. There's a couple of people that have questions and comments.
and
Yeah,
and
sure.
lots and lots of compliments.
Thank you very much.
So Ernst is wondering, hi Alex, I'm very interested in mail contacting you on underwater filming using an iPhone.
Okay, yeah, no problems. Yeah. I mean, you guys can help me to get contact with Ernst, or
Yeah.
and share emails, and I can happily helping him in any way. Especially now that I have time, because when I'm back on board, it's like this kind of crazy communication that I'm off for a month sometimes, and then I appear again for a few days, and then I'm off again.
So let's say that's one of the advantages of COVID, right? Now.
Yeah, and also the one very big advantage, which I'm really happy to, is the extra time that I can spend with my family.
Yes.
Because working in a resort, so obviously you can have kind of a family life if you want to, but working on a liveaboard sometimes it's 3 months without almost any kind of contact, and then if I have my family in Spain, it's once in a year that I can come back.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah, that's why you guys it as well, for sure.
All about it.
Yeah, but it's not easy. Yeah. Sometimes it's not easy. Yeah, it's the
But,
only downside of this kind of life that we choose, but for the rest, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And Graham is our friend from Sydney, and he says hi guys, dropping in and out, I'm afraid. Merry Christmas to all and a very much happier New Year. Couldn't agree more.
Graham, happy to see you again. We missed you for a couple of weeks. A fantastic Christmas. I hope you can put some diving in, some amazing diving around the coastline of Sydney and surroundings.
Yeah. And compliments from Graham. And Paul is wondering what kind of camera you use.
Yeah, actually, this is a good question. So all the short movies that our friends are gonna watch it, they are shoot with Panasonic GH5 and GH5S. But actually, I changed my setup for a new one, and since 2 months ago, more or less, so I was in Indonesia for the past 3 months. I just came to Spain for Christmas to spend Christmas with my family, and then I will fly back to Indonesia again. So the last 3 months, I was shooting with a new setup, which is a Canon C70, which is a cinema camera. Because for the last 3 years, I was contact for several TV channels, producers, and people regarding my footage. So actually, I had to step up and buy a more expensive camera, like a proper cinema camera. And actually, when I was back in Indonesia, I was shooting a documentary for Netflix, doing the underwater cameraman and photography, which Lawrence Blair, that probably you heard him before. He is the writer and also the director of the documentary, The Ring of Fire.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he was on board and he's trying to do a new series of the documentary. And we shot the first chapter, let's say, and we are waiting. And if everything goes smoothly with Netflix, then probably we will have like 4 or 5 more. So crossing fingers here. Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yes.
Yeah, that would be amazing, actually, to have the chance, to meet Lawrence and talk to him and all his crazy stories.
Wow, you will be famous all over the world.
No, I don't want to be famous. I just want to do my thing and be happy with that. I think be famous is overrated.
It sounds like a good deal to me.
Me too.
Yeah,
right? Yep, we're a little bit jealous, Alex.
Don't be.
No, I'm not jealous.
Well, I am.
Okay, I just envy you.
Oh, that's not the same, right?
Anyway, Yvonne says she wants to come diving again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course. Brigitte says breathtaking.
Yes.
Dennis
Hi,
thought
Beth.
it's beautiful. Hey, man.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go back to Lembe, please.
Yeah, let's go back to Lembe. Yeah, I said the same.
Yeah. And yeah, more compliments. And Albert is wondering about your first shots by drone. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, the first shots. Yeah, our drone. Actually, that was my first drone, which was not a professional drone. It was the DJI Spark, which is the smallest and pardon for the word, the shittiest of all the DJI. So actually, that drone died in Komodo. I don't know why. I mean, it just become crazy and start to spin around, and boom, bye. And after the accident and the crash, then I got another one way more better, the Mavic Pro 2. And actually nowadays, since probably 2 years or so, I'm shooting with the Mavic Pro 2. But yeah, the first opening shots are with a non-professional drone, and actually all of the shots are filmed from the dive resort. So I just fly from there, and all the areas.
Get a great overview.
Yeah. Actually, it's really well located. Yeah.
Yeah, before we get to your next video, another question here by Wim is how many dives were made for this particular film?
Yeah, so as I said before, usually to do a short movie like with a decent quality, to me, it takes me 30 to 35 dives. So in Lembe, I was there for quite a long time. I don't remember how long, but probably I would say something like 10 days to 2 weeks, something like that, probably. I remember in Manado was shorter, but in Lembe was longer. So let's say 2 weeks, yeah. So 3 dives per day, because I don't remember if I did any night dive, probably not. So yeah, for let's say 12 days, because we have the flights, yeah, around 35, 36 dives, more or less. Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? We're going diving tomorrow. FYI.
Yeah. Oh, finally.
After a long time.
You guys, do you need a refresh course?
And yeah, we hold each other's hand.
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be a romantic dive. Okay.
Well, we're not.
Well, I will be romantic with someone else.
Yes, please, his wife, right? Not his mom.
It can be.
Can be.
Can be.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, and Graham is a lot of jealous.
He's a lot jealous. Okay, so I will get to everyone else's comments. Let's take a look at the second video, which was shot in Manado.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. It's when I met you and Simon in Manado. Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look.
Those are very close friends.
I like it.
Yeah, I love the little dedications.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows that we're not in the same place anymore by now, but yeah, of course the reefs are still
Still here.
They are.
Yeah.
We're going to check them out tomorrow.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, me too.
But the wall diving in Manado is just superb. And I've been diving in many places in Indonesia, and I can tell you without a doubt that the wall diving is the best.
I think so. We're going. I don't know if you did that dive, but tomorrow the plan is to go to Tanjung Topi. which is one of the dive sites around Manado.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty infamous for its strong currents,
Okay.
but also for big fish. So
All right. No. So then I did not. No, I don't remember any kind of really strong currents. And at that time, I was more focused into macro when I went there.
Yep. But the Manado site has also magnificent macro.
Yeah.
It's just more difficult to find because of all the coral and the vegetation, and you don't have that in Lembe.
Uh-huh.
So,
Well, I have to say that your dive guides, they did a wonderful job, because of the macro that you are watching here is because of them. Because I always say that them are very bad spotter. I always only I'm able to find the common nudies, that nobody wants to see. Those ones I spot them quite easily.
yeah.
Right? No, it's hard job.
And there's just came in a comment from a very dear friend, Katrin. She's from Germany, and she's an amazing underwater photographer as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I see Tink. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Thanks, Alex. No, on the contrary, thanks to you for the compliments and for watching it.
Yeah.
I can relate that you are missing it so much. Yeah. Not easy.
So just going back to the little drone conversation we had.
Yeah, sure.
It's got a Mavic Mini ready to
fly.
fly.
The Mini and ready to fly, man. So that's it. You don't need anything else. The Mavic Mini is actually a really nice drone. Sometimes a lot of people, they are really focused on, we have to have the best of the best, because otherwise my footage is not going to be good enough.
Yeah.
And even when I was teaching at the university to my students, I just told them many times, don't focus on the quality of the things, focus on the narrative and the story, and to tell something, and just start from there. Because otherwise you are just making an excuse, because you need to, the best equipment and the latest one, just start. And the Mavic Mini actually is a really nice drone. Even you can have a wonderful footage. So ready to fly. So hopefully, Albert, in short, you might be able to fly it again in Indonesia. That's hope for the best.
And Ernst is commenting on people are making, speaking of, the equipment doesn't necessarily matter. People are making professional films with iPhones above water. Why not underwater?
Yeah, actually, this is a very nice question. Actually, there is a couple of housings that they look quite interesting. And I know some people that they start to do some tests. When we get in contact with her, I can send to him a few links. And actually, for macro, you might have some really decent quality, and sometimes quite mind blowing. I mean, shooting with a phone.
I was on the boat with somebody making footage with the iPhone in a housing, and I have to say the quality was absolutely stunning.
Yeah. I've seen footage, and not even from phones from, nowadays. From 2 years ago, especially for macro, and really interesting footage. For wide angle, I would say that still, okay, there is a little improvement there, but for sure, this is now the present, and it's going to be the future. Because a lot of people is really tired to fly with the TG5, the TG6, or bigger equipments, and they want something simple, something not very big, and that they can travel in and out easily. And remember that you will start to see more and more people with phones and housings in the next years, for sure.
Yeah,
I think so.
Because the best camera is the one you have.
Well, that's right.
Right?
That's all right. Yes, indeed.
I completely believe in that philosophy. It's true. There is no best camera. It's the one that you have and what you do with it.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not about the equipment, but the person behind the equipment, like Alex says.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you want to do something special, just go out there and shoot. and do something different.
Yeah, and sometimes you see jobs that they are top notch in very nice documentaries, and the underwater shots sometimes are not as good.
Yeah,
So definitely the equipment is not all and is not everything. Yeah.
yeah. Um, okay. There are people asking you all tons of fairly professional questions. I would
Okay.
suggest to keep it simple for everyone, just find Alex Del Olmo on Facebook. And
Yeah,
just
guys. I will be happy to add every one of you and to chat on Facebook, send me messages. I mean, I can be super technical. I was doing this, at the university for many years, so
yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry about that. But probably for the rest of the people, they might be a little bit boring if we start to talk about sensors and sizes and lights.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I think we're almost ready to take a look at your third video. And then what do you say this time we just kind of
We just
we
shut up.
we shut up and let the video speak for itself. Is that good? You want to introduce this one a little bit?
Okay, yes, I will. So this one is a short movie that I shot in Triton Bay less than a year ago. Actually, this one has been awarded in the Thimasoup with silver. Thimasoup is the biggest and most important underwater film festival in Spain and the oldest in Europe, and also very, very important in Europe as well. Triton Bay, I know everybody has, says Raj Hampad, Manado, Lembe, Anilao. For me, Triton Bay is a really special place because the thing that I enjoy the most is soft corals. And Triton Bay has unbelievable, beautiful soft corals. Okay, besides macro and wide angle, but I'm a soft coral guy. So, okay, let's go for it.
All right, here we go. Wow.
Wow, I agree with Yvonne. Wow,
Yeah. That was.
amazing. When you were here, Alex, did you have a chance to go to Banca?
No, I did not. I did
No,
not. No, but
that's
but it's good to have things left, because then there is always a reason why to come back.
exactly, especially because you love soft corals
Yeah.
and the north of Lembe as well, the walls and the
Okay.
north of Lembe.
I didn't know that. I knew about Banca, but not about. No.
The northern tip of the island. It's really
Okay.
pretty. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have to come back.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah.
We
All
agree
right.
with that.
You got a deal.
Okay.
I have a question for you as well, Alex.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you're working with composers, or a
Yep.
composer to find music for your video.
Yeah. Well, actually, not to find. I mean, he's creating the music from the scratch.
Right, and that goes
Yeah.
for all the videos that we've seen here.
No, the three of those are basically purchase music on different websites,
Right.
and that's how I used to work since a few months ago. But the thing
Yeah.
that we were talking about before is it's time consuming. So I was listening music almost every day that I had connection with my headphones on,
Yeah.
and listening. At the beginning, it was easier, okay, but then obviously with the repetition and the years, it gets harder and harder and harder, and sometimes you never find what it really suits you. Okay,
Exactly. Yeah.
and of course, one thing I would say to get older, it's like you want to manage your time in a better way and not listening music and do other things, okay, besides listening to music, like with the family or do other interesting things. So one of my ex-students at the university when I was teaching, a really, really talented music composer. So I talked to him and I said, look, his name is Mickey, would you be interested to work with me and do some music for my short movies? And he was more than happy to do that. And I was also willing to work with him and happily pay him and be free of this time-consuming process to just choose the music, which I have to say that there is a lot of back and forth anyway, since the first scratch to the end one. But it's completely different, and actually the music is always better working in this kind of environment with a professional composer rather than to choose a music to fit your short movie. But
because
probably 90%, 85% of my short movies are music selected from different websites that I pay. And the last ones are musics that he composed for me.
Yeah, because that's also what gives your film a more of a unique quality. Because when you get music from a library, there's a good chance that somebody else bought it before. Or
indeed. And actually, it's funny that you said that, because sometimes it's like, I like this music, and then I search on the internet, for more underwater videos, especially, and then I see somebody else that is using the same music. So if I'm not aware of, I'm the first person to use it, I'm fine with it, okay. But if I'm going to be like the second one, I don't really want to use it. Yeah.
That actually reminds me, a couple of years ago, I made a video for the school.
Yeah.
And it was to generate some, and I was filming the school and generate some interest for the foundation and to try and get a raffle together and basically show what poor state the school is in. So, I did some interviews with kids and filming, and then I found this library. I think it's on YouTube Studio. I don't remember exactly. And it was this very fitting piano music, and it's kind of morose, kind of sad. And then later, I hear it again somewhere else, and it was used in some meme, and it was used super ironically. So all the sensitivity went out the window.
That happens sometimes. Yeah,
that can happen. But oh well. So if you can afford it, hire a professional musician.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to say that obviously, because he's still young. So when I was his teacher, his prices are a bit lower than the usual thing. So I mean, yeah, but I have to pay, and I'm gladly pay. I mean, I always pay for any kind of job that people do with me because I think it's the right thing to do. Although some people they do the other way around with me, they like they don't want to pay me when I do a thing,
Right.
But at least I want to be always clear with that. And a job is a job and has to be paid always, even if it could be higher, it could be lower, but always because there is a work behind, and sometimes there is a lot.
You pay for someone's talents as well.
Yeah. So I always gladly, happily paid for any kind of collaboration or work that people do with me. Yeah, that's a perfect.
Well, the compliments have been flooding in the meantime. Spectacular.
Wow.
Magical.
Wow.
And
Bridget says that you will definitely love the corals in Lembe.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or in
Thank you,
contact.
Bridget. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go. Yeah. Well, anyway, I will talk with Simone and Arjun, and they can give me some tips.
That connects to the question from Paul and Yvonne.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you read these comments, right? You can read this, right, Alex?
Yeah. I can read them. Yeah. The workshop. Yeah.
When is your next workshop?
Depends on a lot of factors.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
So wow, that was quite a trip and amazing stuff there. Everyone, if you're watching and if you have any questions for Alex, you can obviously see he's happy to answer them.
Hey,
and
Alex, do you have a bonus movie? You have
Yeah,
else?
of course. I have plenty. I just need 30 seconds to choose one.
Sure. And I just want to remind Birgit and Ernst, if you would like to get in touch with Alex, just find Alex del Olmo on Facebook. His profile picture is that of a diver. You can't miss it. And get in touch with him, and he's happy to answer any questions. Albert says, thanks for sharing.
I'm super happy to share my work with you guys.
Sure.
I mean, this is actually the purpose, to share the short movies and the images with everybody.
Yeah.
And happily doing it. Okay, it says that I can only share 3 videos at once, so that means that I have to close one, maybe.
Yeah, can you try that?
Remove from. Yeah, okay. And then I go to video, and then I have it here. What it is? Yeah, got it.
What are you going to show us? I'm curious.
Okay, so that one is Bird's Head. Okay, so it's a combination between Raja Ampat, Triton Bay, and all the little islands in between. I'm showing this one because it was a wet pixel underwater competition just a few weeks ago, and I was really happily and surprised to know that I won the gold, silver, and honorable mention in video. Yeah, which is one of the finest and, in my humble opinion, one of the best underwater film competitions in the world, alongside San Diego. Congrats. Actually, I think I'm the first Spaniard to win an award in the competition. And I think I'm the first one to be placed 3 awards in the video anyway.
Unbelievable. And thank you.
I was kind of mind blown. I was kind of mind blown, and I was super happy. And because when I started all of this 4 years ago, all the people that I was watching at the time, they won that award as well. So to me it was kind of a very big thing when I saw that I won the award as well. Like, wow, And actually, a few of them, they contact me, really nice people, just congratulate me, and I was super happy with some of them. I have contact, and I was extremely happy. So mind blow. And actually, the funny thing, it's the award. I don't know this year who is gonna be because COVID and all the thing, but it used to be a free trip on the 7 seas.
Wow. And that's where you were.
Yeah. But the last years I went to the photo winner, so I don't think it's gonna be in the video winner side anyway. But it will be fun to just have a free trip on the boat that I'm working.
Crazy.
Or anyway, let's watch the video. Yeah.
All right, let's take a look.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you get when you forget to unmute your mic. I said, that actually gave me goosebumps.
Yes, me too. And amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if the awards you won are not enough, you've got some small awards from people here.
Actually, these ones are the real awards. I mean, just the feedback of the people.
Yeah.
Saying what they think about it.
And actually, that's why I asked you, Alex, because everybody seemed so enjoy it. So, and we're all too dry, right? All our gills have dried up by now. Even us, we live here, but we need a good reason to go diving because it's expensive and we have to really plan it. But tomorrow is a Christmas present.
Okay, that's cool. Are you gonna do one dive or a couple of dives tomorrow?
3.
3 dives. Wow.
Yes.
That's great.
And we're bringing cameras.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't even come close to the quality you're doing, but just for the fun of it.
That's
we will show them on one of the next
maybe
streams.
we can enter, like, maybe there's a GoPro competition. There must be something like that. I'm sure.
Yeah, there must be something like that. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, right. I mean, I never look for that precisely, but I think so. Should be, because they are kind of competitions with iPhone. So why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ernst thought, just as I did, your quote from AC Clark was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And I
because
hope. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
no, that it's indeed the reality, you
Yeah.
know. But because we are living on the upper side and not on the downside of the sea, we call it Earth. But actually,
Yeah, when I'm still teaching in the school, and then when I get to our ocean and explain about currents and waves and things like that, I start with Google Earth, and I turn the image until you hardly see any land, and I ask them, "Is this Earth or not?" And they don't know. They are not sure. They are not sure. The kids here, they never realize how much water this earth has,
Yeah.
this planet has. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
Indeed.
this comment, let me translate it for you. Yvonne
Yeah.
says that wordt stil van. That makes you quiet, makes you
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah.
Um,
It's stunning.
it's yeah, it's stunning. Yeah, I guess so. But I hope she was referring to my earlier muting of the microphone.
It won't be.
Yeah, but yeah, it did stun me as well. Wim is wondering. There is a lot of slow motion in your shots.
Actually, it's not really a lot. So the camera allows me to shoot what it's called in a variable frame rate, which is kind of, I don't want to be super technical, but the slow-mo, it comes direct from the camera, not in post-production or not on the editing. And there is a bit of a slow motion. Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, lovely, love it. Can't put it into words, Bianca says. Just great.
Thank you very
And,
much, Bianca. Thank you.
And
Thank you very
Dagmar from Vancouver, Vancouver, Canada. Thank you for sharing with us. Eager to go diving again. So yeah,
Thank you, Dagmar.
it also
Thank
goes
you.
for you. Thank you for sharing this with us. I know I've been excited
Super
for a while
happy.
to get
Super
you on our
happy to do
show.
Okay, I think it's great that you came up with this idea to get in touch with your friends and guests. I mean, I don't know anybody else that is doing that. Actually, when I knew it and saw it on Facebook, I thought that's a very, very cool idea. That's a very
Yeah.
cool idea.
Well, these people are amazing, Alex, as well. They are with us every single week. And like I said, this is stream number 81.
81, yeah.
81 streams.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find a subject. In the beginning, it was easy because, well, we had lots of things to do and to share and guest speakers as well. But yeah, if you are in stream number 81, it becomes a little bit more complicated. So
I can imagine that it's a challenge now.
Really, really happy that you did this for us. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I would be happy to do it as many times as possible. Every time you call me, I would try to be there if I have good signal.
We'll stay in touch, Alex.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks again. And just a little quick one from me that I would like to mention, as I do every week. In case you haven't done so yet, or if you know anyone who would be interested, do visit gogetfunding.com/helptalassa, because yeah, times are rough, and any and all donations. And by the way, thank you, wonderful person. You made a fantastic donation.
Two
this
wonderful
week.
persons.
Two wonderful people made some great donations to our cause.
And you are amazing, really.
Yeah, so thank you very much. If you know anyone who would be interested, or even if you just forward the website to anybody you know, that would be great. And all the proceeds go directly to the income of our staff that we're trying to keep together.
Yeah, and just for your information, there are, in total, that includes Arjen and Satoka, there are 37 people still having some kind of income from what you are helping us with.
Yeah.
And now with the new restaurant, we try to generate a little bit of money. We have some divers
it's local
in the water,
income here and there.
but it's small.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks again, everyone, so much. Albert is already wishing us a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And Paul is saying that, Alex, you're welcome more often. So that's nice.
Thank you very much.
But it probably will be next year.
Yeah, most likely.
Maybe we can book you before you have to go back to the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. We can work it out for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And Philip, you are by all means not hijacking our video stream.
Absolutely
not. So Merry Christmas to you guys as well.
And talking about Christmas, next week we don't have a stream like this. Yeah?
Well, we will try to stream it, but we will have a Zoom with our friends and guests.
We want to drink a coffee, a Christmas
we want to have
coffee
a Christmas
with
morning
you.
coffee.
So everybody that is awake actually can open Zoom and have a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and we're all having coffee together to wish each other a Merry Christmas.
It's going to be a Christmas reception.
Yes, something like that. Because it's their first Christmas day, yeah? It's 25.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, everyone's saying thank you, Alex, for taking us underwater, like Yvonne. And
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Yvonne. Kiss back.
Ernst will get in touch with you. And
for sure, Ernst. I will be happy. Yeah. Indeed.
And danke, Katrin.
Yes.
Wir brauchen es.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So, with all said and done, it's time to say goodbye.
Yes.
All right.
Guys, have a beautiful weekend. Yeah. And I hope the weather stays nice, so you can go and have a walk around. Go to the forest or to the beach or something if you cannot go diving. Stay healthy.
Yep.
Stay away from Omicron. Yeah.
Exactly.
And beautiful weekend.
Yeah.
Right.
Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Simone. It was a pleasure.
Have a very nice Christmas, you too, with your family.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy
Merry
every minute from it.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to both of you and also all the staff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. We're signing off, and take care, and see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Alex. See you.
Bye.
Bye.